Hi, my friends. Welcome back to an episode of Let's Talk Elvis. So today, I remember when I first started Let's Talk Elvis back in 2019. I made an episode once that was like completely off the cuff. Like, I did not plan anything, no notes, no nothing, like no real like game plan, no real mindset of like what I want to talk about. But I kind of just made an episode that probably was a lot of word vomit and uploaded it because I had something on my heart, something that was, weighing on my mind that I wanted to say and wanted to share. And that's kind of what today's episode's gonna be. I've been thinking recently about the community here and how much of a blessing that is, like, to have a group of people around here who want to hear thoughts and opinions about Elvis and about, the world of Elvis, the community here. And sometimes I forget, like, sometimes I, not meaning to, but I do take advantage of that sometimes, because I don't always utilize that gift, and I should be. I have something on my heart that I want to share, and sometimes when you think about things by yourself and don't like share them or talk about them with other people, it can be a lot more scary than if you were to just like sit down and chat and say, hey, this is what I've been thinking. It might not make any sense to some of you, but it might make total sense to three of you or whatever. And so I thought it was worth sharing, and that's kind of what I'm doing today. Nothing major, honestly, that I wanted to say, just that I've been thinking recently about how 2023 in general, this year, has been so full of change for me, within the Elvis world and, outside of the Elvis world. A lot of big things have happened, and a lot of really good things have happened this year, like amazing things, like meeting Maggie and getting to speak at Elvis Week and graduating college. I mean, things that are like great things. It's been a big year for me. But then just change, like little things, like things that I wasn't expecting to change, like things that you always think are going to be constant in your life, things that you never expect to have to say goodbye to. And then you do, and then you have to face reality, and life is throwing you lemons, girl, and what are you gonna do with that? That's happened to me a lot this year. I'm not a person who like does well with change. I always find myself really struggling with things that either like, it could be a good change, it could be for the better, and it's still, it's still like, it makes me a little bit emotional, like makes me sad. And it's just like, this year I've had so much change, so much big change, good and not so great. And again, you just never expect like the day to come. I mean, I think we can all relate to that with even just like the Lisa Marie like situation, her passing away at the beginning of this year. We never thought that like we would have to face that day so soon, but yet here it was, and we had to deal with that. And like, that's kind of the thing I'm talking about, like where just things, life just slaps you in the face, and you're like, oh, like what do I do with this? I wasn't even prepared to deal with this, and now it's in my lap and I have to do this, which is real life, right? Like that's life. And I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate, like that's just how life goes. So thinking about that, I have just like taken so much comfort in the fact that no matter where life takes me, no matter what is thrown at me, no matter what kind of things I have to deal with, or what kind of people, or what I have to say goodbye to, or what I have to welcome unexpectedly, there's one thing in my life that will always be a constant, and that is the fact that I get to love somebody so much, and I get to be here, and I get to share a story that I am so passionate about with people who care. But I am saying like little nods from heaven, right? Like we get them. Elvis magic, we get it. But no matter what happens in life, that love that I have for him and that love that he still shows back to us and he gives back to us every day is a constant. And people talk about Elvis being a light and how his light is still shining and how he's, you know, his flame is still burning like all these years after he's like passed away. And I think that that's been really like apparent to me, especially these last few months. Like a constant light. And that's such a peace thing. Like that's such a comfort to know that life gets crazy, girl, but there's that song, There's Always Me. Like there's always him. Like he's one song away. He's one movie in the DVD player away. Like, and he is a friend. He is a comfort. And like, that's so special. And like, I say this all the time, but it doesn't make sense to people who don't get it, but the people who do get it, like he is a friend and he is that light for you and with you. And it's a really special thing. I don't know, without like rambling too much. I just think that like life can get so crazy and overwhelming, and how special and lucky are we to have someone that is always there to lend a hand and to calm us down. This is gonna pass, and in the meantime, I'm here for you. That's what a friend does, and that's exactly what a friend does. That is the definition of a friend. Just, you know, feel that so many of us have found that in this community, and especially in him. I know I have. Through all the life up and downs this year, I feel really lucky and special to have that one constant thing, which is Elvis Presley in my life, to literally keep me sane and to help me feel like there's always a friend. And of course, you have like friends in real life. You know, if you believe in God, I'm a Christian, and so I always like, you know, there's someone watching out for me. There's someone guiding me and leading me, and there's a purpose for everything. There's a reason for everything and a season for everything. And it all just ties into that, like guardian angel vibes, you know what I mean? If some of you guys relate to this, I'm happy to hear about it. Or if you ever want to talk or anything, like, just know I'm always here. I know that life gets busy and sometimes I'll go a week without answering DMs, but please know, like, I'll always get back to you. I'll always be here for you guys, because you guys are my friends as well. And I don't know where I would be without all of you guys. I'm very, very, very grateful for this community and for Elvis and the role that he's taken in my life and in my heart. And I truly, truly don't know where I would be without this world. So I love you guys so much. I hope you're all well. If you ever need to talk, DM me, message me, and I'll see y'all later. All right, bye-bye.